What's going on, you guys? Taurus, welcome to another reading. Let's go ahead and start us off with some deep breaths, and I will start you off with some affirmations here. Welcome to another reading. I don't think I've done a reading for you guys in a while. This just came up for me last night. Okay, I'm getting this is urgent as well, so let's get into it. Okay, this has been about overcoming, Taurus. We're going to slow it down here, okay? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, okay? This has been about healing. This is also about your vision. It has been about your vision, and now you're seeing your vision being expanded, okay? This is what I'm getting. I have some messages here for you guys that I had received last night, okay? Your empathy has grown, Taurus, okay? I also feel that this reading may not be for every Taurians out there, okay? This is a very specific reading for some of you guys, okay? Angel number 222 is significant here, okay? Let's get into some comfort cards here that I want to get into for you guys. While you may have been in great challenges, okay, there was, and I'm getting that there was a death in the family here, okay, Taurus, and follow me here when I say this, okay? There was a death in the family, and you have had to really fend for yourself, okay? Going into this reading, I felt a bit strange, kind of like having moments of like getting stuck, okay? So you might be one right now, you know, you're having moments where you just have to just sit with yourself for a second and give yourself a long pause, okay? While you have had to really fend for yourself, Taurus, okay, this really changed everything, okay? And what I mean by change, okay, I'm getting that you had a plan for yourself before this death in the family happened. And afterwards, after the death, okay, everything just kind of switched and changed drastically. And when change steps into your life, Taurus, I'm speaking to somebody here specifically, that when change steps into your life, it's not just one thing that has changed, okay? When there is change here, Taurus, everything else changes in your life, in all aspects, okay? This is what I'm getting. Not just one thing that has changed, but it works just like a domino effect. When one changes, everything else in your life changes. Even in energetic exchange, how you are interacting with people now, you are noticing that even in energy exchange, this is vital for you and your health. It is not easy for one to go through such challenges after a death, right? When death happens in the family, 444, this changes everything. You know, you instantly go into stillness, you instantly go into reflection, you instantly self-reflection, you instantly go into a state of quietude, okay? I keep wanting to pause and really think about what I am relaying to you and what I am saying to you, because I feel that you are, and maybe not like now, like the present time, but you have had to really fend for yourself in the past, and then stepping into this new change that you're experiencing right now. A change where you are feeling yourself to be experiencing life in a new light, okay? And it almost feels like you have never felt this way before. This is all new to you, Taurus, okay? There is also something very significant about your physical body and where you are with your physical body, okay? And this is what I mean by change, okay? When you feel change in your life, it's not just change that you are seeing on the outside. It's not just change that you're seeing in your environment, okay, in your surroundings, but this is change in your mental health and your emotional health. And right now, there is something about your physical body that has changed drastically. And you are noticing this, Taurus. There is a difference in your physical body and how you are feeling your body this time around, okay? It may be that you are experiencing this sense of nirvana. You are at a high, and you have never felt yourself this way before, ever. That's what I'm getting here. You have always found yourself in a place where you felt stagnant, where you felt like things weren't actually growing and thriving for a while. Therefore, your body, your physical body, being in a completely different space or a completely different place than where you are right now with your physical body. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm also getting that while you might have been in this place with yourself of being stagnant and you felt like nothing was growing, okay, at this time, when you felt like you didn't have enough confidence in yourself, at this time you were thinking to yourself, you were speaking out to the universe, you know, you having to meditate on things, okay? You were speaking this out to the universe, is speaking this into existence, okay? Your goal was to aim higher. At the time when you had experienced such great loss, this is where this idea just instantly popped up for you, where you're like, I'm going to aim higher. You told yourself the goal here is to aim higher. That is what you had in your mind. This is your fuel. At the time when you found out about this loss in the family, this shifted everything. And instantly what you had in your mind, my goal here is to aim higher. And I'm going to aim higher. And so whenever this loss happened, whenever this death happened, I don't know where it happened, when it happened, I don't have an actual date, okay? But this is the message that I got, that at the time when this happened, that's when the shift started, and then instantly you started thinking to yourself, the goal here is to aim higher, and that's what you had in your mind. So now, fast forward, Taurus, we're in the present time, we're in present day, okay? And now you're seeing things actually flourish. You're here. Now you're actually seeing things be at a higher place. Now you're seeing yourself to be at a higher place. Now you're seeing yourself and you're feeling your body to be in a higher place. And this is what I mean by you are experiencing a sense of nirvana that you've never ever felt before, right? This has been about overcoming. This has been about loneliness. This has been about the uncomfortability that you have had to experience, jumping from circumstance to another, one circumstance to another, and then you just kept going and feeling the uncomfortability that came with that. I suppose the uncomfortability had to happen so that it had pushed you and taught you how to overcome the challenges that you were facing. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. This has been about your healing and the empathy that has grown, okay? This has also been about knowing you're healing for yourself, okay? See yourself with loving kindness. Acknowledge your growth as an empath and honor the person you have become. This has also been about you giving yourself the self-compassion, finding peace and mental restlessness. When we go through death in the family, this takes a lot of patience and time on our hands. And whatever that may look like for you and however you would like to define that, how you are experiencing that in your life, Taurus, the patience, the endurance, right? Knowing yourself in the healing process. Thank you, Spirit. While you've had to really fend for yourself, you are also having to give yourself the self-compassion, and the patience is a must and was the very thing that you had to root yourself in. Pain shifts everything. It might have been the loss, okay? And it might have been that pain that had shifted everything in your life. This is the change that you're seeing now today. Remember when I said that your goal was to aim higher? And now you are at that time. You've come to that place when you said, I'm going to aim higher, and you had that in your mind. That was your fuel. And now you're here. And now you're seeing everything as new, brand new. You're seeing yourself as brand new. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, who is this person? I don't even know who this person is. 1313. Okay? This has been about loneliness. This has been about you becoming this lone wolf after this death in the family, and you having to just really separate yourself and really understanding your own emotions for yourself. And this has gotten to a place where you really have gotten to know yourself in the healing process, in your healing process. And what came with that, okay, I'm following the rhythm here. What came with that, you being in this journey, okay, in this lone wolf journey, what came with that is you actually knowing yourself in the healing process, okay? Sometimes, I'm following the rhythm here, you guys, and I'm speaking to someone very specific here, okay? When pain shifts everything, we don't actually know what is to come moving forward. Remember when I said that you had a plan before this death in a family happened? Like you had a plan for yourself, right? And then everything just shifted. When pain and great pain steps into your life, we don't actually expect everything to shift and change so quickly. And while you have been on this lone wolf journey, Taurus, because of what had happened. You've had to really know yourself. This also really pushed you to really know who you are, separated from the rest, okay? And it has nothing personal. It's nothing personal on anybody. It's just really having to get to know who you are truly, okay? And then it gets to the point also where it is time for us to really get serious in getting to the root of our issues. Suppose that it is a good thing that you are being aware of getting to the root of your issues and really fixing it for yourself. This is you knowing your healing for yourself. This is you getting to know your emotions on your own. This is what had fueled you to really get to the bottom of things. You know, when death happens, when change appears, all of a sudden appears in your life. When death happens, when change happens in our life, and not just for you, Taurus, but in general, I'm speaking in general, that when great challenges faces us, okay, when great challenges are here and we are to face them, you are also to give yourself some compassion and to be so patient with yourself in this time. And in this time of you being so patient and having to have so much more self-compassion with yourself, you learn so much about yourself, Taurus. And this fueled you to aim higher. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I'm getting goosebumps right now. When pain shifts everything. Pain changes everything. And it also really depends on how we are reacting to this pain, okay? It depends on how we are also handling this pain on our own. You know, because when pain steps into our life, this is where we are tested. This is where spirit tests our strength, you know? And it's not easy sometimes, because sometimes we go instantly to numbing. Sometimes we go instantly to doing things that isn't actually beneficial to us, and it's just making the pain a lot worse, right? And you might have went through a phase where you really sabotaged yourself because of the pain that you endured. And now you're finding yourself to be in a place now where you are at that place. When you said, I'm going to aim higher, you're actually there. Now you're facing life in such a different light, and even you are going, I don't even know who I am anymore. And as you are experiencing yourself to be in this sense of nirvana, like as you are experiencing yourself to be in this place of, you know, being at a high, you're just like in awe. Like this is where you find yourself to be taking these long pauses and just really appreciating yourself in the stillness of it all. Does that make sense? You found great change within yourself. And you are now stepping into this new place, and where you are right now, okay, with yourself. And when I mean place, I mean where you are with yourself mentally, where you are with yourself emotionally. And now your body, your physical body is shifting, doing all kinds of things. And you're just like, I've never felt myself to be in this place before. I'm hearing gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I'm also getting listen. I'm getting that you might have been the one to really listen into what your body has been telling you. You have been the one to really follow your instincts, okay? You have been the one to really follow what your intuition has been telling you. You know, when it comes to a situation where you feel like you cannot decide which way to go, it comes to a point where, you know, we come to a stop and there's a lot of indecisions, right? I don't know which way to go from here. I don't know which path to take on from here. I don't even actually know what I'm doing here. But you persevered. You persevered. And you found yourself in a new place. A higher plane. And not even you are like even understanding, like, this is just a lot to fathom. Like, wow, I cannot believe that I overcame this, right? I can't even believe that this is something that I had done on my own and I overcame it. This is you knowing yourself in your healing journey. Okay, I'm going to read to you guys a Bible scripture here. Okay, this is Psalm 34, excuse me. This is Psalm 34, verse 18. The Lord is near the brokenhearted. He saves those crushed in spirit. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Okay, Psalm 34, verse 18. The Lord is near the brokenhearted. He saves those crushed in spirit. You are here. Five of Pentacles. Completely hopeless, helpless. And then at that time when you felt that, Taurus, you were going to yourself, the goal here is to aim higher. That's what you had in your mind. And now you're here. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? You should be proud, Taurus. 2222 on the timestamp. Didn't I just say significance number, angel number 222 when I said this in the beginning of the reading? Now you're here. Now you are actually aiming. Now you're here. Now you are at a place where you wanted to be. And now you're going to yourself, I can't even fathom this. It's a lot. Anybody would be shocked of themselves, right? You went from having nothing and feeling nothing and maybe even, you know, not even having a sense of yourself and not even feeling your senses. And then you went from that to this. Completely new, brand new. When death steps in the family, and when death happens, not just in the family, but to anybody, friends, whatever, it changes everything. It shifts something inside of you, and then it makes you go into introspection. And then it makes you think about life, and it makes you think about your own life, and it makes you think about the path that you are on. And perhaps when this death happened in the family, you started to think, I'm getting this, okay, this is what's coming up right now. I'm following the rhythm here. That when that death happened, something inside of you spoke. And you're like, I don't even really know if the plan that I had for myself then was the right plan for me. And so when this death happened in the family, that shifted everything. And it made you realize so much about who you are and where you were and then where you are now. Your vision has expanded. But you are now also seeing it in the physical realm, right? When you were still here and you were still, you know, feeling helpless, like loneliness, you know, and feeling all of that uncomfortability. Like, I feel like my energy just got really low right now just talking about that. Okay. Like there's just no hope for tomorrow, that kind of feeling. But like I said, the Lord is near the brokenhearted. He saves those crushed in spirit. And you did something about that. You did something about that. You didn't have a vision until this death happened. Perhaps you did have a vision and the plan that you had for yourself, but then it completely shifted. And now you're seeing this vision actually come to life, and it's expanded. And you're seeing it happen in the physical. And this is you going, I overcame this adversity. I overcame whatever it was that I was going through. And here I am actually seeing it happen in the physical. And I'm just so proud of myself. It's amazing. Now, while you may be in this place, Taurus, okay, this is what I'm getting here. Now that you have overcame some things, now that you have faced your challenges in this journey, in this lone wolf journey of you having to, find peace within yourself. Now you're going, where is everybody? This is where loneliness steps in. Where is everybody? I feel like I have nobody. I feel so good and I feel like I'm at a high, but where is everybody? And this is where I remind you, Taurus, that even an energetic exchange, this is vital to your health. This is vital to your health. When we have gone through years of emotional pain, we got to give ourselves a chance to sit with that. And when you are interacting with people, you are to interact with people who understand your vulnerability just as much as you understand your vulnerability. This is an equal exchange. Right? We are to be aware of who we are sharing these vulnerabilities to. We may not know who these people are and what their intentions are. So even in the energetic exchange, this is important and vital to your health. Some people may not understand what this is like for somebody who had just lost somebody in the family. Some people may not even know what this is like to lose somebody. So for you to be finding the right people to interact with, that energy exchange is vital to your health, Taurus. You did not just go through all of this pain just so somebody else can step in and ruin it. Just so somebody else can step in and underestimate you and your ability to thrive after you had just been here. Completely nothing for yourself, fending for yourself. You had nothing for yourself. But you overcame. So now to everybody, you seem like you're some giant, right? But inside, you're just you. Inside, you're just you. You're thinking to yourself, I just am me. I just went through a lot to get me to this point, I did not go through so much of this pain to not have respect. To not have somebody honor. I did not go through so many challenges where I felt like I was helpless. I did not go through all of these challenges just so that I can get disrespected. just so people can step all over me, take advantage of me and my strength that I had built for myself, coming from nothing. You now are in a place where you feel a lot of that strength and you feel a lot of that honor. And as you should feel a lot of that honor, you went through a lot. So now to everybody else, they may look at you like you are some giant. They're intimidated by you. They're intimidated by the way you move in life. They're intimidated by the way that you speak, and you having to even like approach people, right? Now everybody's looking at you like you're just some giant here. And so the energy exchange is vital. And perhaps I'm getting that it might not have been so great that you had experienced people really take advantage of you and your strength and your kindness. You know, this is where empathy also steps in, okay? What I mean by energetic exchange, Taurus, I'm speaking to somebody here, you guys. Somebody who, first of all, money is to come for you. Okay. You are to find yourself in, friendships, community who is, not only understanding the person that you have become, this brand new person that you have become, but really also understanding the person that you were coming out of this adversity, coming out of this, I'm hearing hellhole. They are to also understand the old you and not just the brand new you. Some people may look at you like you're this giant person, right? And they may look at you as this giant person, but to you, you're going, I am just me who went through a lot of challenges that I had overcame. Nobody was around me to help me with it. I had to do it on my own. So I had to fend for myself. So while you may be looking at me like I'm a giant, I am looking at myself as me who overcame. And you're going to yourself, it's not my fault that I had to go through what I had to go through, but perhaps there is a reason behind that. Perhaps you were meant to be this person, to really show up for yourself. You are that prophecy. Okay? You really had to show up for yourself so that one day you can also show up for somebody the same way. This is where empathy comes in. Okay? Your empathy grew because of what you went through. Okay? 3333. Your empathy grew because of what you had experienced. You had to choose. Each time, this is what I'm getting, each time you felt like you were challenged, you had to choose the right thing to do, the next right thing to do. And even at that moment, you didn't even know the next right thing to do. So when in doubt, you had to really surrender things that you didn't even understand for yourself. There was no other option but for you to surrender. The Lord is near the brokenhearted. He saves those crushed in spirit. When you give it to Him and you start trusting Him, He will do everything for you. Some things we just cannot carry on our own. But perhaps for this Taurus that I'm speaking to, you did everything on your own. And you had to find ways, people or things on the outside of you to help you. But even these people that you were trying to reach out to probably didn't even help you. And they weren't willing to help you. So you had to find ways to fend for yourself. And these were probably people closest to you, but they just didn't know how to help you. Somebody, let me tell you guys, it's not a nice world that we live in. It is not a nice world we live in. And so when you go through a loss, when you are going through depression, when you are going through anxiety, when you are going through something serious that you just don't know how to handle it, you know, sometimes even your own family don't understand you. Sometimes they don't even choose to understand you. I guess that's just life. Sometimes your family can be your worst enemy. And sometimes they're the ones who brought that problem to you for you to figure out because they have some kind of secret animosity towards you. We don't know. It's not a nice world we live in. So when you are showing up in the world as this giant, it only means that you went through great challenges to get to that point. Somebody who is, you know, showing up in the world as resilient as you, Taurus. You didn't just become this person that everyone is looking at today. You did something about that. Something happened to you for you to get yourself back up, to uplift yourself back up. And now you've become this giant that everyone is looking at. But to you, you're just you. To you, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're going, I'm just me. I'm still in here. I just went through a lot of shit. You overcame. Some choose not to, but you did. And you are here. When you said, my goal here is to aim higher, you aimed. You took your shot, right? And you're here. And you're claiming it, like as you should. For somebody to be going through so many challenges over and 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 over, and you having to go through this shit alone. Feeling the loneliness, feeling the uncomfortability, feeling the vulnerability, and you've had to do this all on your own. Perhaps you were meant to go through this alone because you were meant to be somebody, you know, to really teach people. You have now become your own teacher. You have now become your own leader. You have now become your own master. You have mastered yourself. You have come to a point where now you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're going, holy shit, I am this giant that everyone is looking at. But you didn't know that until somebody else brought it up. To you, you've just been looking at yourself in the mirror going, I'm just me with a lot of fucking problems and I've had to really overcome. I really just had to really be self-aware. And if I didn't help myself, I would still be here. So I had to aim higher. You are to give yourself so much rest at this time, Taurus, and you deserve it. And I'm getting also that at this present time, okay, I'm getting also that you may feel a lot of uncomfortability right now. Okay. It's something in this season. It's in the air, okay? Collectively, we are all feeling this, and not just for our Taurians, but I feel the need to say that, okay? That you may feel some uncomfortability, and it's probably taking you back there where you felt a lot of that hopelessness, okay? And your body may be taking you back there. It's like this flash of the past, okay? Blast from the past, okay? That's what I'm getting here. Let me pull up, I want to use my favorite oracle deck, Spirit Animal. I just want to pull up an energy for you guys moving forward, okay? A reminder, I suppose, to hold yourself grounded in your energy, okay? Like, you've come a long way, Taurus, for you not to acknowledge yourself in such a big way like you should, okay? This is what I'm getting here. You guys, thank you for being so patient with me, okay? If you've gone this far, I appreciate you guys so much. All my information will be down in the description box below. You already know. If you would like a personal reading, email me and I will get back to you, you guys. Let's get one for our Taurians here, okay? I am proud of you. That's what I'm getting. I am so proud of you, and you are to keep going. You are to keep overcoming, okay? We don't go through hardships and then not take actions. We are to really ground ourselves in this, because this is how you actually I love this. You are to know yourself. I got snow leopard, self-resilience. Didn't I say something about resilience? You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. I love this. You guys, I go by Kimber, and thank you for tuning in with another reading here at Safe Space. I will see you guys in the next. Love and peace. Take care. Bye.